You're about to hear what most men never fully grasp. She doesn't fall when you chase. She doesn't fall when you explain. She doesn't even fall when you love her the hardest. She falls the moment you do what no other man ever dared refuse. What? They all accept. Detach where others cling. Stay composed where they break. That one moment where you stop following her, script burns itself into her memory. It flips the game. It changes how she respects you. She begins to see you as something rare, a man she can't bend. And once that moment hits, she'll never look at you the same again. 1. Refuse what other men accept. There's something raw and primal about it. The moment you reject what other men tolerate, you become unforgettable. Most guys, especially when they're into a woman, accept everything: the flakiness, the "I'm busy" excuses, the playful jabs masked as jokes, the emotional tug-of-war. They believe going along with it makes her like them more. But the truth, she doesn't respect the man who swallows his discomfort just to stay close. She's seen him, she's used him, she's forgotten him. But that's where you flip the whole script with one calm refusal. No anger, no drama, just conviction. I don't accept this. I don't play those games. That doesn't work for me. Said once. No apology. No backtracking. You'll catch it in her eyes. The sudden shock, the recalibration, because now, you've become something rare. A man who values his standards over her attention. And in that moment, she sees the difference. That seed gets planted in her mind. It grows every time she's around you. You're not like the rest. You can't be pulled. You won't bend just because she's pretty. And just like that, you're not the guy she likes. You're the man she respects. The one she thinks about when she's alone. The one who forced her to evolve. One refusal can do that. Just one. It tells her, I won't lose myself just to keep you. And a woman never forgets the man who showed her that kind of power. 2. Show her you don't need her just once. Every connection has a moment when power shifts. It's when she senses, he needs me more than I need him. And the second she feels that, her respect slips, not out of cruelty, but because feminine desire dies in the presence of masculine neediness. She wants to feel your pull, not your dependence. That's where most men fall. They overextend, cancel their lives, rearrange everything, pour energy into proving themselves until their value fades. But when you show her once that you don't need her, everything changes. You don't chase her, delayed replies. You keep your plans instead of dropping them. You walk away from the argument instead of begging to be heard. That silence, that calm, it sends a message. You're not my center. My life is. She can be part of it, but she doesn't define it, and she feels that in her bones. It makes her pause, rethink, recalculate. You're no longer orbiting her, your own planet. And here's the twist: the moment she senses you don't need her, that's when she starts wanting you more. Because now she's curious. Why isn't he trying harder? Why isn't he desperate? What's so fulfilling in his world that I'm not his focus? And that curiosity, that respect pulls her in. All it takes is one moment. One clear action that says, I want you but I don't need you. And that's why you'll never control me. Once you show her that, you're no longer the same in her eyes. 3. Stop explaining yourself. Women are used to men over-explaining. Feelings, decisions, upsets. Most men fall into that trap. They think, if I explain, she'll understand. And then she'll stay. But the truth is, harsh explaining doesn't build respect. It drains it. Every explanation screams, I need you to approve. I need you to validate me. That's not strength. That's performance. And women can smell the weakness in it. But the moment you stop, that's when things shift. You act: no apology, no debate, no permission seeking. You cancel the date, no backstory, just can't make it. You draw a line, no speech, just doesn't work for me. You leave mid-argument, no pleading, just silence. And the door, you'll see it: shock, confusion, maybe even anger, but underneath, respect, because now you're no longer the boy who needs her blessing. You're the man who moves with certainty. That silence, that refusal to explain, it doesn't push her away. It pulls her deeper, because now she's asking, who is this man who doesn't fold? Why doesn't he need my approval? What does he know about himself that makes him so sure? And right there, the game changes. You're no longer just another guy. You're the one she can't predict, the one she either respects or loses. 4. Create distance and watch her chase. Most men don't get the power of distance. They think closeness equals love, that staying connected keeps her around. But here's the twist: the more available you are, the less she feels you. Constant presence kills polarity. When you're always there, you become expected, predictable, and predictability suffocates desire. But when you create distance, not to manipulate, but out of self-worth, everything shifts. She notices the slower replies. She feels the silence after you stop double texting. She wonders why you're suddenly quiet. And that wondering, that's where the chase begins. Because distance does what compliments and gifts can't. It reminds her, you're not hers, you're yours. And she doesn't get all of you just because she wants to. She gets access when you choose. That's power. Now she's the one texting longer, checking your socials, reminiscing to pull you closer. Because absent forces her to revalue your presence. She starts chasing what she feels slipping. And when you return, your presence feels like a prize. That's the secret. When you control the distance, you control the desire. And the man who can walk away without fear will always have her chasing him. 5. Show her she can't manipulate you. Every woman tests not to hurt you, but to know, can I trust this man or can I move him? Most men fail. They react. They justify. They change to keep the peace. And the second she sees that, her respect vanishes. But the day you prove she can't control you, that's the day she never forgets. She goes quiet, you don't chase. She makes a cutting remark, you stay still. She threatens to leave, you say, then do what you need to do. That's when it hits her. You can't be shaken. You're not tied to her moods. You're not begging for her approval. You don't play the emotional game. You stand your ground, stoic.com, immovable. And that strength, she can't explain it. But she feels it, because women don't crave control. They crave the man who can't be controlled. Once you show her you're that man even once you flip everything, you're no longer the safe choice. You're the one she has to rise for, the one she respects, the one she can't forget. So if you've been tested, pushed, or played and you've chosen to never bend again, comment below, she can't move me. Let's see how many men are done following her script.